Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Sorry it's been so long. As you can probably hear, I've been still really struggling with my voice issues, so yeah, I haven't been able to post. So today we're going to be looking into message from your main spirit guide, or messages from your main spirit guide, so your primary guide. And I'll be doing my best to get the 3 separate messages. So one about life in general and your path and how you're walking your path, and then a specific one about love and career. So for this reading, you can see here my handmade deck, the Child Tarot. If you want more info on that, it's in the description. But otherwise, yeah, let's just get into it. This is a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. So for group number 1, we have here andalusite. Group number 2 is the rabbit totem. Group number 3 is ulexite. And group number 4 is moonstone. Okay, so just really go with your gut intuition here. Take as much time as you need. You can pause if you have to. And whenever you guys are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the andalusite. So with permission, your main spirit guide, please. Can we have messages from spirit guide of group 1? Spirit, this reading is for group 1, please, and thank you. Our andalusite group. Main spirit guide or primary spirit guide of group number 1, please. Can we have a starting message from you? What is your first message for group number 1, especially about life and their path in general, please and thank you? What is your first message? Okay, so regarding your overall approach to your life or the path that you're on, I feel like it's a very positive starting message. I think here your main spirit guide is saying that essentially they're saying that everything is going to be okay, everything is going to be balanced. I am getting a lot of energy here of wish fulfillment as well, because I'm looking at the stars. You have many guides is what they're saying, because I can see here it's almost like it's like ancestors, or they said something having to do with like the word legacy or something with the ones who have come before you is kind of what they're getting at. So I think it's ancestors and guides all around you. There's a lot in this card, actually. So your main spirit guide is saying that they're leading the way. They're leading the way with a lot of light and a lot of knowledge. I kind of feel like they are mentioning a partner as well, but I'm not sure in what capacity. It could be like, you know, it could be anybody who you lean on, actually. But there is a lot of light here. Your guide is indicating that there's still a lot of knowledge to be discovered, or, you know, something, there's still a lot to be learned, but you are doing very well on your path. Stay the course is what I'm feeling here. Stay the course, just keep going, keep moving forward. Please do not lose hope or faith at any point, even though it's easy to sometimes do. Let the light guide you. Okay, so a lot of these things are just such beautiful and positive messages. I feel like you are very much connected with your guide, and that's why these messages are coming out the way that they are. It's all in alignment. I'm not feeling any resistance energy here. I'm not feeling anything that I would be concerned about, you know, any kind of like negative stuff or even like false beliefs, let's say. There's a strong connection here, especially to the divine and something with the universe as well, because I'm noticing the purple up top. It's very much like crown chakra or third eye chakra energy. So there's like a very strong connection to the psychic centers. And things are just going as planned. That's kind of how they're saying it. Not maybe your plan, but the plan. You know, like the universe's plan, or like the guides and the ancestors' plan and everything. Okay, main spirit guide, what is your message for them about life, please? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Daydream card here, which is the High Priestess card. So, pretty much, this is your psychic ability. And I think what they're saying with this card, sorry, I'm like super fidgety in you guys' group for some reason. And I keep on having to pause to fidget around. I don't know if that's me or all of us. But what I'm getting with the Daydream card or the High Priestess card is that they said that pretty much everything that you've ever envisioned or guessed or felt in your own psychic vibes has already either come true or will come true. So again, I'm just feeling very much a sense of connection. It's like, it's not to say that you've had to do anything perfectly or that that you have to be perfect on this path. But I am seeing almost like this really effortless alignment that you have with the path, with the guides, with the energy, with the whole thing, which is not something I see a lot in my readings. So it leads me to say that maybe you've been living this way for a while. Maybe you've, been trusting within the divine and your guides for a very long time. Or even if it was just recently, like there's this conviction about it, kind of like, total faith, I would say. And for that reason, there's really not fear. I'm still getting something having to do with knowledge, because here they represented it with the books. And then over here, it was the apple. And then there's more in the distance, actually. Here it's showing the nighttime and the sky and the stars, and then here it's daylight. So it's like, this is more of like in a different realm, I would say, where you're receiving a lot of downloads, and then it's going to hit you through your daydreams, literally, or your regular dreams. So you should be expecting more psychic downloads, intuition, synchronicities, and signs all over the place from now and moving forward. It's not specifying a time, but it's going to continue. Oh, look, the book is here again. Okay, so there's something about a book. I don't know what's going on with the book. Whether you're reading some important text right now, or you will, or obviously it could have something to do with your own writing. I don't know if some of you are literally writing a book, or something with social media, or, just something involving writing, because that is definitely not a coincidence there. So your main spirit guide here has like full faith within you and your ability to do whatever it is that you need to do on your path, and your ability to connect with them. Like it feels like a best friend energy, honestly. And this, I'll say I might get one or two more. This is the Hermit card, the loner. So they're saying, oh my god, a book again. Okay, so for you guys in group 1, there is a very special significance for something having to do with a book. So if you ever were questioning yourself and your ability to write, or again, if there was something that you wanted to get into with knowledge and reading, or whatever it might have been, or something with a book, they keep mentioning this. And here it literally says journal on it. So I don't know if there's some special significance you have with something like that. So that is just threefold of a message for you. And they did mention when you're alone is when a lot of these things are going to come through and hit you, meaning psychically. And they said something like, whenever you need to know something, look inward. You don't have to look further than inward, is how they're phrasing this, because you're all by yourself here, but you're looking down at the water and receiving all of the information that you need. Final message for life, please. Thank you. So we have Learner of Imagination. Now, this is the Knight of Cups, okay? And we see that there are signs on the path. This particular knight is very shaky and unsure of things, kind of like figuring stuff out as they go along. But you will receive signs. So if you ever feel this sense of shakiness and doubt and indecision or fear, you really have to look no further. They will give you all of the signs that you need. So before I mentioned something about writing, and this one is more of art, because you can see the blank canvas in the background and the paintbrush in the hand. So I kind of do feel like creation or creativity is a very important word for you guys. So there is something to be discovered there. And it looks like it kind of looks like a continuation here. It's almost like you were out in the woods or a park contemplating something with yourself, and then I am seeing the tree here, continuation. And then you're coming out of that path and you're like continuing again, kind of like shaky and unsure of yourself. But I think the more time that you spend and the more practice you spend on your path and the more that you follow your guides, the more skilled you will get at this whole thing. So, I mean, very promising and beautiful messages here. What can I say, right? It's almost like there's nothing else to say. Now let's get into love and career. I'll do love first. Main spirit guide of group 1, andalusite. What do you want to tell them about love at this time? Their love life or love for them? I feel like in your love life there has been a significant burden on your shoulders for a long time, possibly a cycle of pain, because we see both of the 10s here. They did say that you've learned a lot, though. I mean, it wasn't without that. It wasn't without gain, because if we do carry something heavy, we do gain strength, of course. One thing that they don't want you to do is look at the shadows of the past, and they don't want you to look at the, you know, basically the negative energies of the past as a whole. They do want you to keep moving forward, and this is really reminding me of that song. I don't know if you guys have seen the Netflix movie that like everyone's obsessed with, K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a really good movie in my opinion. And one of the main songs is called Free. And I believe the line is, let the past be the past till it's weightless. And that's kind of what I got from this, because the books look very, very heavy. So they're asking you to keep moving forward until it's weightless, until you're free from it. So if you're interested, if that resonates with you, just check up the lyrics or the music video for that song. What else, please? Moving forward, what do they need to know about their love life, please? Okay. I think they're saying again that there will be words to let you know what's going on. I'm getting a very hopeful feeling from this as well. The Teacher is the Hierophant card in my deck here, and we are still seeing the presence of them guiding you as well as repeating numbers. Remember I said that before specifically? You're getting that again here. So something is still growing, something is still aligning, something is still really forming in the energy. I can feel that in the background. So it's not quite ready yet. I mean, obviously it's, you know, like probably you've already had to be very patient, but it's still kind of up in the air, or at least airy. It's not like a solid thing I can grasp yet, but let's find out. Let's see if that changes. So this is the Empress card, Mama, and it's showing that something is still growing or cooking, if you will. And then in a little while, I'm seeing a shift here where the Chariot and the High Priestess is back again. They're saying something about you moving forward by trusting your gut level intuition, and you're not looking back at all. This is the opposite energy I'm getting from here, because like you can see that the child on the card is just like so ready to go. Guides are there behind the child and saying like, I am ready and I am going to trust my gut here. So what does this mean ultimately for their love life? What is the message, main spirit guide please, of group 1 about their love life? Thank you. You will have a win. That's really nice. They're not telling me much about it, but they're kind of confirming. They're confirming that you're going to have a win in your love life. So if you are a person that has doubted yourself in this area, you will have what you're wishing for. Even if that doesn't always look like what you thought it would be exactly, you will have a win, and they're going to show you the way. So it's going to probably be unexpected. It's probably going to be yeah, like a surprise, but in the end you will have your win. So is there anything specific that they are allowed to know? Because they're kind of like not telling me much. Is there something specific they're allowed to know, please? Alrighty, I know that this is not what anyone wants to hear, but we have the Hanged Man card hanging around. This, oh, and this is the World card. So this does mean surrender to me. and letting go of, like, pretty much, you know, expectations and fears and even overthinking. They're saying that you would have to let this go in order for some energy to come through, which I see here. This is the Six of Cups. There's a big difference here between you and your person. It's like a totally different world in a sense. There's going to be psychic communication that comes in prior to meeting in real life, I would say. And that could probably go on for a while. And probably some of you have already had the psychic communication. It looks like they're on the telephone almost, right? And there's still a separation, I would say. They kind of use the word chasm, like there is still a separation between you and your person ultimately, but you're getting closer. Like, I think the point is that you can hear each other more clearly each step of the way, and eventually you will be on the same side of the stream, which is really a nice way to put it, I think, of them. So I think that's all you have to do is just relax and surrender. Let this come to you. You don't have to find it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to solve anything. That is really not up to us. That is up to the higher powers, because if this is meant to be, and if it is meant to be aligned, it will happen naturally. And we just have to kind of let them do their thing and kind of just like step out of the way too. I think that's all I have for you for that. So it wasn't too specific, but if you want a specific love reading, I do have others, not terribly many on my channel, but I do have them. And if you want a personal reading, obviously you could do that as well. So now we're going to take a look into career. Okay, main spirit guide, please, of group number 1. What are your messages? This is the final area. What would you like to tell them about career in general? What is your message, please? Main spirit guide. So this card came back, the Six of Cups, then we have the Five of Swords. What would you like to tell them about career? Yeah, with your career as well, I'm still kind of getting the same vibe that there is still some circumstance that is not totally aligned, but it will eventually align. It is going to take some time though, because I feel like in your heart, in your soul, you're very aware of what it is that you want to do. And if that doesn't resonate with 100% of you, you will be aware of this. It's pretty clear. Some circumstances have to align and clear up, because this, to me, the Five of Swords usually represents something non-spiritual that turns into a conflict, but it's not important to your overall spiritual path. And then this is the Two of Cups. So there is something that basically is shining within your heart space with regard to career. So whether it's something you love or something you love to do, or like the area itself just gives you this shining light, and eventually it will even out. I can see that this is harmony, so eventually you will get there. So this is back, maybe the Empress card. So maybe there is some element of creation or creativity or abundance, or, you know, something like that. A fewer number of you, it even could be something with like child energy as well, just like a smaller number of you. And we have the Hermit again. Okay, so all of this is connecting. So I mentioned before, like, you're so aligned, and I can see that is confirmed. All of the answers that you need are within you. They said it before, they said it again here. So what does this mean for the closer future, please, in career? Thank you. Yeah, I think that here with the 2 5s showing up, it's just a matter of time until this sort of conflict-ish energy clears. It will. I'm not sure exactly how, but remember, the how is not usually up to us unless we're guided to a specific decision in the shorter term. I think if it's longer term, they help. And that's this confirmation here. I feel like this is your guides or people who support you, who are really just lifting you up and helping you to make things work. There is a lot of things, a lot of messages here about the starlight. So I don't know if it's like you're a star seed, or there's a lot of help beyond the stars for you with, again, ancestors and everything. But they are bringing that up again. What else do they need to know about career? You will be very happy and in light. And there's also stability and security here financially for you as well, okay? Because this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Five of Swords, and this is the Three of Cups. Yeah. You will be secure. You will be very content with the way that things are going. And I feel like this is only the beginning, though. I feel like that's kind of going to be the beginning stage of this particular part of your career, but then it will continue to flow depending on, you know, where you envision it going. Here with the Five of Cups, it makes me wonder if you're thinking about a particular part of your career path that you feel could be missing. Whether you feel like you need to be working with a partner, or maybe you feel like you have a certain message to deliver to the world, a voice to speak, something like that. What is the message here, though? Okay, it's the same message as before. I think that they're saying, like, in general, what works well for you is trusting them and surrendering your fears or expectations and just going with the flow, because that's just how it works for you. You know, you are an energy to be able to flow with the other energies, and so that it falls into place. And I think probably the way that works least for you is overthinking it, you know, because overthinking it, I feel like, probably would create a lot of blockages or fear. So that's why they're asking you to really let this flow. Any final messages about their career path in general? So all 3 times you got this card, the High Priestess or the Daydream card, to say that it's the same exact message. Like, if you go with the flow of your intuition, it will all make sense, and all of the answers will pretty much be there. Now with the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles here, I am feeling in the closer future, like in this immediate, the present that we're looking at, it kind of does look like you take a lot of steps, and then you kind of like get a little bit of a ball rolling, but then something happens where you feel stuck, or you feel like the energy has died down. I feel like that's kind of part of the process right now. If you ever do feel stuck, or like it just keeps starting and stopping, please do not be discouraged. This is actually on purpose. This is actually because of the alignment in the background of what's happening. So if you can find it within yourself to just accept it and to kind of be patient with it, if you cannot change it, then they're asking you to just like understand that this is why they're doing this. Like, this is why it has to be with this particular pacing, but it doesn't mean that you're making any mistakes or failing or being blocked. Okay. Now the final thing here, and this took them the entire reading to get to, but I'm glad that they brought it up here, is this Monster in the Dark card is the Devil card. This does represent, I think, fears and captivity in some sense. So I think the biggest message here is to free yourself. I think especially for the rest of this year, if you're watching when I'm posting, this year has been absolutely insane with lessons and transformation and healing and everything. So they're asking you to really be ready to release your fears or anything that has held you captive. And I think that one of the ways to do this is probably to face the fear, you know, maybe little by little, or in however way you want. I think that that's the next step for you in your entire path. So going back to that, just one final message for life or their path. Thank you, Spirit Guide, main Spirit Guide. Yeah, they are confirming again that you're safe. This is the King of Pentacles. You are safe. They are here for you. They're going to make things very clear. You will be provided for. The sun will be shining just generally on your life and your path, and there will be so much more growth than you're seeing right now in your eye in any way. There will be more and more prolific growth for you as you move forward on this path. It's not an easy path, but that's why they're here for you left and right. There's so much guidance and so much support for you. And I think that, you know, just try to tap into that as best as you can as you keep going. So that is what I am seeing. The messages from your main spirit guide. So I hope that this resonated. Thank you so much to your spirit guide for their messages. So if anything, let me know if this resonated below. If you would like a personal reading, like I said, the link is below. But thank you guys so very much, and sending you many blessings on your path. And I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the rabbit totem. So let's get right into it. Spirit, this reading is for group number 2. Please and thank you. Rabbit totem. Main spirit guide, please. Primary spirit guide, please, of group number 2. Rabbit totem. Can you please provide us your messages? So I'm going to first look into life, the overall path, and then I'll get a specific message regarding overall love and career. Spirit guide, main spirit guide of group 2, please, if you can give us your first message about life, their path. Thank you. Okay. You have the, this is the King of Wands. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. Pretty clear message to me here that your main spirit guide as well as your other guides are heavily supportive of you in your journey, especially as a leader and an entrepreneur, or your, you know, like your inner leader in general. So this is supposed to be a lemonade stand, which is like representing that side of the King of Wands, the entrepreneurial spirit. But it also could just be creative and enterprising in any way. And I think why they show this to you in this way is because they're saying that this is who you were meant to be. Like I was just laughing because he looks so cool, like with his sunglasses, and just like the amount of light in general, being the sun itself in this card, is someone who creates, you know, someone who really is in that command of their own light. And if you don't feel like that sometimes, that's obviously very, you know, that's fine. It's just that I feel like that's where you are meant to go with like your path in general. There's still a lot that's growing and developing. I was looking at the eggs in the tree to indicate that there's actually a lot of things that are still growing and are unseen at this point, but they will eventually get there. Okay, what else about their life path or their life that you would like to tell them, please? Thank you. I think that they're saying something about that you will be abundant. And what I'm feeling from this, this is the Empress card and this is the High Priestess. What I'm feeling from this one is that you're still kind of, I don't know if this is true or not for you, but they're saying that you're still maybe actively trying to figure out what that is. It's almost like you're brainstorming here and you're still kind of trying out different lives or visions of life. That's another word of the King of Wands, is like being a visionary in a sense, and you might still be trying to figure out what that is in terms of what fits you the best or what perhaps like resonates within your soul the most. Okay, this is a little bit random here, so if this does not resonate, please disregard. But I feel like there could be some of you that almost, I kind of feel like I want to say made a promise to someone or something, and you're still working on that. And that's partially why you're, I think, still kind of playing around with or like juggling some ideas. There's something not entirely set yet, but I am getting this vibe that there's someone in your energy that you wanted to make a promise to for something like of a better life or of a particular goal or something within your heart. I don't know. I feel like that's only for some of you. Main spirit guide, please. What do they need to know about life, their life? I kind of feel like this is you as the, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that's the Strength card. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and this here is the Ace of Wands. I do feel like you are meant to be this person who provides for others, maybe if that resonates with you, because you like to provide in general and to nurture. With the Ace of Summertime, though, the Ace of Wands, this is showing a completely new, bright and burning path, kind of going back to the vision and fire of this first card. So something has not begun yet, but it will, especially if you're watching this when I'm posting it. There is a chance that the next year, January 2026, will be very different for you, and it will like, and maybe not even, you don't have to wait even that long, but I do feel that it will be a totally different dynamic for you, and something new and fresh will be born and will be like burning like a torch. Like there's going to be something really passionate and high powered about this. But what's funny about this is that it doesn't even feel that different to you. It's almost like like to other people, they might be like, whoa, like this is such a bright burning flame. But for you, you're like, no, this is kind of how I naturally operate. So you're a very passionate soul. Final messages about their life. Thank you. So there are still going to be some frightening things and some fears in general and some anxiety in general. That's perfectly normal. You know, if you do get caught up in that, just try to stay out of your head. Try to not entertain those thoughts or feelings or energies, because, you know, this is the type of energy that does tend to kill the flame a little bit. Not that it can completely, but it does tend to have that effect. Try not to pay attention to time too much, you know, because the energy that you've stumbled upon here is pretty timeless, and like you're just doing your thing and it's really working for you to just kind of be very present. But the moment that you start to concern yourself with matters of time, it seems to really affect you in a negative way. And just simply remember that you're not alone in all of this. Because in this card, it does look like you're convinced that you're totally alone and you're worried about a lot of things. But if you remember that you're not alone and you have all of this, you know, guidance and support and even instruction to a degree, you will be fine. Like you'll remember like everything is fine and I'm not lost or I'm not alone. So very encouraging messages there. I don't know if it fits with your path. If you want to know more about your specific path and mission, I think that was the last video I did before this one. So let's take a quick look into love and career. So main spirit guide, please. What does group number 2 have to know about their love life in general or love for them? So they said new beginning with this card. This is the Fool card. It's a little unclear with the context because, you know, different situations. But if you have met someone recently, they did say something like this is going to be a new beginning for you, or there is a new beginning in store for you soon. So what else do they need to know? And it is something to celebrate, okay? So friends, this is a tricky one because I have a feeling that a lot of you, like, I don't know if you were specifically looking for, you know, a present message about your love life. And if that's the case, please do check out my other love readings, which are a bit more focused. This is more of a general thing. But I am feeling that if there was something recently that came into your life, that it is going to bring you some sort of happiness. I just can't tell the overall, like, you know, the ultimate outcome of it, because I don't think that's what they're going for here. They're saying that whatever it is that they're going to give you soon, or they already have, is meant to be seen as a gift. It's not meant to be seen as anything else with questions or doubts or like, oh, where's, you know, what's going to happen here. They're just trying to say, like, enjoy this. Like, we wanted to give this to you as a gift because you've earned it, you deserve it, and you really needed a break from all of the you know, like in general. And it's okay to not look too far ahead with this. Obviously that's not always easy to do, but they're asking you, you know, to kind of look at it in that way. So we have here the Strength card, and this always brings to mind the word loyalty. So I don't know if maybe there's going to be a bond, maybe there already is one developed with you and another person, or there's something here with the situation as well. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Just like a strong friendship and bond. And something that's just very valuable to you and another person. Okay, so this could be hinting at a person, even though I know that this was your card before. Actually, I'm not really sure. But let's see, Spirit, what do they need to know about this specific person, if possible, please? And again, if this doesn't resonate, you know, it's a general reading, but I think for the most part, this is the energy that you guys are dealing with. There could be a few outliers if you feel like, okay, you know, I don't know who on earth they're talking about. It still could be an energy coming towards you at some point. Okay, if it hasn't already. Now, I am feeling here that this is a masculine energy, someone who carries a lot of light within them in general. There's a lot of like, it kind of feels like joyous energy, or they like to have fun, they like to poke fun, they like to just you know, kind of have fun with life in a general sense and just be in that lighter vibration. So that's always nice. Again, I'm not able to tell you definitively right now if this is going to be a long-lasting thing, because that is not what your guide wants you to know or focus on at all. So it really could go either way. I think the universal message here is that essentially they're saying something like you may need to go through this experience regardless, because it is an essential experience of your soul's path. So with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups here, it is kind of hinting at, you know, some of you, if you did feel like, oh, you know, this isn't gonna, you know, there's nothing kind of gonna happen here, then yes, there could certainly be someone in your future that is going to come in, and you'll see how all of this kind of fits into place and resonates, because there is going to be some similarity, I would say. But others of you, it's just enjoy the moment, enjoy, like celebrate the moment kind of a thing. Yeah, I kind of feel like with the Five of Wands coming through here, that there is going to be some inherent issue within the situation itself that, you know, you might be like thinking that it just is complicated, I'll say. Any final message about their love life in general, please? And this is the Eight of Swords. So this here is representing an energy within yourself more so. And it kind of feels like an energy where you, on some days, you might feel convinced that you're just stuck. And the situation is kind of like a loss, or like your love life has been sort of a loss in many ways. But they're indicating that there's a lot that you have not seen in the bigger picture, in a sense. And it will come to you. It will make sense to you. Case in point, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there will be more information, especially when they said the next 6 months from whenever you're watching this. They don't usually give me a thing like that, but so yeah, there will be more information. There will be more of your destined path that is going to just like push right through and just kind of turn everything around. So that's interesting. Final message about love in general, love life. Either way, they keep showing me this energy, like whether this is your person or not, there is a strong loving energy, and it could even be from more than one person right now and into the next 6 months, like I said. It's showing there is this loving flow. So you must have a very strong heart chakra, because I feel like you are attracting this and you are open to it, and just generally, you know, it's a very strong warmth that I'm getting. And it's almost like, let's say, for example, if you were meant to meet like, whatever, like 10 soulmates, you know, like multiple soulmates on your path. It's almost as if to say you're gonna meet and interact with all of them and gain something from all of those experiences, as well as give something. That's kind of what this strikes me as. But for now, you know, just enjoy the gifts that they give you. So, interesting. Again, if you want to see the love readings I have up, they're there on my channel if you're interested. So finally we have career. Let's get a short peek. Main spirit guide, what do you have to say to them about their career, either right now or in general? Thank you. They definitely are advocating for you to really focus on and asking yourself, like, what is it that actually makes you feel happy and fulfilled within this area of your life? And not just hypothetically, not just thinking logically and saying like, oh yeah, this should make me happy, this is what I'm supposed to do. They're asking you to really feel this here and now, and like, are you walking that path? That's what they're mentioning here. Same as before, there is some element of your path in this area that does seem to trigger a feeling of being trapped, or like there's no solution, you know, there's no way. And so I think the key here, and the word here that, or the term that they want you to focus on, is belonging, like a feeling of belonging, home. With you, that is going to only be something you can feel. You cannot make this decision from your head space, they said, with logic and with reason. You actually have to experience it or envision it and then feel this, because only your sense of feeling is going to tell you this. Your, I guess, clairsentience maybe. What else? Career path. What do they need to know about this? Yeah, I mean, previously there have been a lot of, I think, like negative forces or fears or whatever that have gotten in the way. You know, there's been a lot of negativity or like even negative entities for some of you. I don't know how that resonates, but there's been quite a bit of that. You must be like a light warrior or something, because there's been like I'm getting like a tidal wave of like negative stuff that you've had to fight or conquer, and you've done a great job. I mean, so I would probably guess that you're a light worker or light warrior. So a lot of you, if you have gone through a lot of tower moments, you know, traumas and, you know, challenges, to put it lightly, the direct reason for this was for your wisdom and strength and everything like that, courage, everything. And you will take that with you on your career path. And the only thing left that you have to do is connect the dots, because I can see you're kind of like forming this circle, and what you're meant to do is come full circle to understand this card, which is the happiness card or the fulfillment card. So with your knowledge and with your experience, that is what you're meant to do, is to come back full circle, to make sure that it fits, to make sure that you feel home in what you're doing. And that's all that matters, even if it doesn't look like you originally expected it to. Final message for career. Thank you. So this is probably you. I feel like you're meant to be the healer of imagination, which is the Queen of Cups. You know, very sensitive, very empathic, very psychic, flow. Like there's just any kind of flow. So psychic flow, emotional, spiritual flow, creative flow. Just someone who really is effortless in their impact, and they're very warm as well. Ironically, she's a snow angel, but there's a lot of warmth. People come to you for that. So that could apply to a bunch of different career paths. I do have specific career readings if you'd like to check out some other ones. But generally speaking, you're a healer, I would say, in many different ways. Okay, so final message for life, and then I think that wraps it up. Group 1 got this as well. It's solid advice. The advice is to surrender and let go and to trust. For you guys, there might also be an element of like looking at everything from a different perspective that you haven't before. So before you continue on your path, look at everything from different angles, you know? And I'm not sure exactly what they mean by that, but really try to look at yourself from an outside perspective, you know, maybe write yourself a letter or something like that. They're trying to get you to shift your focus and your perspective in some way, which will be valuable to you within the next like 4 months or so, they said, to kind of like give you some different ideas as well. Okay, but you have nothing to worry about. Like everything is really working out very nicely, or it will. Okay, so group 2, that is what I have for you. I really hope that this was helpful. I hope that it resonated. You can let me know below, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe if this resonated with you. If you guys want a personal reading, my link is below, but thank you so much. Sending you many blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the ulexite. So let's get into your energy. So first I'll start off with a message about life in general from your guide, and then a specific one for the others. Spirit, this reading is for group 3. Please and thank you, ulexite. Main or primary spirit guide, please, of group number 3. Can you give us a message? What is your first message for them, especially about life, their path? Thank you, thank you. Group 3. Okay, I don't know if this resonates right away, but your main guide is talking about some kind of potential blockage or feeling of stuckness regarding your happiness and fulfillment. I don't know if you've been stuck recently. I'm not seeing this as something permanent, but I am feeling that on some days there could be this idea that you're trapped and there's really no way out of that particular thing. I don't know, again, if that resonates for all of you, but I'm feeling like, generally speaking, there's this, it kind of feels like paralysis on some days, but it's more so when you get into your own head and then you kind of start to really just get stuck there. So yeah. Okay, so what do you have to say, please? Main spirit guide, what is your message for them about their life path, their life in general? You are a person who is meant to be in flow. That's, I think, the issue here, because this Four of Pentacles energy is like where you kind of get most stuck. But here, this is the Temperance card. This is where you're meant to be. I always forget the difference with right brain, left brain, but this is your creative brain. And the second that you step into that energy and you just become present, and it's kind of like you lose yourself in the present moment or the present task, and you just enjoy the thing that you're in. It's like right there in front of you. You just enter into a different wavelength entirely. Your guide is right up here. This is your main guide, actually. So they made a special appearance here. I didn't see that in the other groups. But we got a white bird kind of overlooking things, all the mysterious things of the future that you cannot see, nor do you need to. All they're saying to you is just focus on what's in front of you. Just focus on the colors and the creativity and the flow that's right in front of you here and now, and to nurture yourself and the things that you're working on. Everything else doesn't matter, because either you're going to deal with it when you get there, or they're going to deal with it for you. So I think that that's probably the key here. So your guide went right into like an advice message. What else, please? Thank you. We are here for you in ways that you can't ever tell. We are your strength. We are your friend. And we are very loyal to you, as you are to us, I think is kind of what they're all saying here. This is the strength card. It's a very nice message. Lots of friendship energy for sure. Same thing here. Your guides love you. And they treat you as almost like one of their own is kind of how they phrase it. I don't know how that works, but yeah, so they do love you. They care for you. They're listening to you. They're listening really intently on all of the messages that you have for them, all of the wishes and desires and the, requests in terms of help that you have for them. They're taking all of that. And if they can, they're coming right through and delivering whatever it is that you need. But if they can't, there's a very good reason for it, because it might interfere with whatever's outside of this window, which you're not meant to see, they said. This is the Five of Swords, and they're kind of indicating that there's something, I believe, either within you or your situation that is not entirely clear yet, or not aligned yet, perhaps. I'm getting the impression of someone who's like trying to play an instrument or a song that is just a little bit kind of off track in some way. So what they're saying there, I kind of feel like they said you have to learn your song, not somebody else's. Okay, weirdly enough, you got some synchronicities like that. Look, you see, so this child is playing the I'm assuming I meant that to be a cello. I forget the names of the instruments. It might be, sorry. But then this one is a violin. And then here you have the wind chimes. So they're really making it clear that you were meant to play your own unique song. The teacher is the divine, or like your higher self. And then it turns into this song. Here in the Five of Swords, this is you trying to play a different song that someone told you had to sing or play. And for that reason, it doesn't quite fit. It's like not quite melodic or harmonious in some way with regard to your life path, but this will be. This is you. This is your voice. This is also a new beginning. This is the Ace of Swords. So you're gonna find your particular song to sing or to play, and you just have to go with it. Okay, that was a lot of that was a lot of messages, and quite symbolic, but I think that's it. Like, if they want any reminder for you, it's find your own song. Discover your own song, and it is coming in. Okay, I can even hear the wind chimes kind of playing for you, which is really cool. Any final message here? So this is the Hermit card. I do feel like maybe a lot of you are kind of on this path still of self-discovery, and that's a good thing, Please be patient with the results, though. This type of thing, it just doesn't happen, when we want it to sometimes, or overnight or whatever, but it does happen in very mysterious ways gradually. So if you look back, you'll see that you've had progress, but there's still a lot more to discover about yourself, and the more time that you spend with yourself and your own soul and your own mind in your own company, you'll discover that much more. So please give yourself the opportunity to do this. So like alone time or without screens or, you know, whatever, and just really spending that nice spiritual reflection time as much as you can. That's kind of how they're recommending here. Okay, so let's take a look into what they want to say about your love life. Spirit guide, please. Main spirit guide of group 3. What would you like to tell them about their love life? I don't know if you already know this energy. If you don't already, you may soon. But this is the King of Pentacles and then the World card. I'm kind of feeling a little bit of a difference here. I feel like maybe this is a valuable friendship or partnership in some way. But I'm feeling that there could be some differences here that have caused you or whoever this is to kind of question, you know, the overall situation itself. So I am getting this masculine energy for many of you. If this doesn't resonate with your particular situation, love life, you can disregard, or it could be coming soon, basically, if you're open to these energies. So what I'm seeing is like two people who could, you know, have a strong connection if all of the, you know, situations aligned, but it may not, okay? But I'm still seeing that there's a soul connection. This is probably a past life soul connection, because we're seeing here the two paths, right? So the Wind card is the World. It's like a sort of like a finish line card. So there could be some connection in that way, whether it's like, weirdly enough, it's like a past life or even a future life, if that makes any sense. But yeah, there is something that's connecting you to this person. The situation itself may not be aligned, or you guys may not be aligned, but I feel like for some reason, like, that's okay. I don't know if you're accepting it, or you already know this, or something like that. If it doesn't resonate that this is love life, this could be a friendship too. Either way, in your love life, your main spirit guide is still going to be delivering some really important information soon. I got the letter G for some reason. I don't know what it could be. It could be go, the color green, something with G. I don't know why. And before I kind of felt like I got the letter Y as well. I was like, I don't know what that's about. But that was for a different area. So if you are having questions about your love life, group 3, you are going to have in the near future some answer that pertains to your longer term future, but that is going to take time. So like, please give this patience, because, you know, this is something that was meant to be formed, you know, kind of purposefully, and it's still being manifested as we speak. So I don't know your, you know, immediate love situation. Again, this could be romantic, but it also could be like in matters of any kind of love and heart space with you and someone else. And I do see that there's like some good potential here in general, but in terms of like your future overall love path of what's meant to be and whatnot, that is still manifesting right now. And for that reason, I think that it's not going to show you too much, but let's see, is there anything else about that? Yeah, I feel like there's still, yeah, like there's still worlds to conquer or fears to conquer, they kind of said here, because you got the Devil card. It's still forming, and it's still right now kind of like they're saying a little bit out of reach. Maybe there's distance involved, for example, or like there's just something that you're not quite ready for with love, like, I mean, in general, maybe. So that's still to be continued. If you want something more for like your love life specifically, I have other pick a cards, but I think in general, it's just going to take time to really see the bigger picture with this love information. Any final message about this person, whoever this is? The Eight of Cups turning very obviously in the reverse here. Perhaps you're still involved energetically or in a 3D sense with someone from either the past, or, you know, if that doesn't resonate, they could still be coming in soon, like I said. I'm not getting much of a definitive answer about this person. I think what's happening here is you might have to decide on something. Let me just put it this way. If this person is a positive energy, you have every, freedom to continue with that and just take it for what it is. You don't have to think too hard about this connection. However, if this person is harmful, you already know what to do. You might need to just completely walk away, cut the cord, and cleanse, and take this as a lesson. But that's only if that resonates. So you have to, I think they want you to make that decision. Final message about this, please. It is your decision. They literally said that here. You can see the seesaw effect. Like, choose whichever thing is best for you on the path of your highest good. And that is not always easy to do. So, very mysterious there. Again, I would recommend if you just get like a specific love reading for the near future for my other videos. Final part is your career. Okay. Main spirit guide, please, of group 3. What would you like to tell them about their career? I kind of feel like you're still growing within your soul's fire in a lot of ways, but you should already have some ideas. You're not entirely at the square one or anything. They said that you've been growing this for a long time, like your love and desire for what you want to do on your path. You've been building and building and building and planting seeds for a long time of your desired career path or your desired life path. Like, you've put a lot of work into it. It's going to pay off. That's what they said here. I wish I could tell you when, but this is the Ace of Wands, and they're saying at some point. Now, the reason they're not telling me the timing is because this is actually destined. I don't usually get destined whatever predictions, but I'm feeling that this is meant to be. On your path, at some point, you are meant to have this burning bright wand in terms of your career path specifically, which is probably connecting right back to your spiritual path too. Okay, so this is going to happen at some point. It's going to be this burning flame of like a new beginning, and you're not getting too much information about it, just the fact that it's going to be born at some point. And I am feeling you're going to really be taking the lead on this. You are going to be you're going to be the one to bear the torch or something like that. Like, you're going to hold it out as a leader of this energy stream and to be a creator of some sort. I do feel a lot of people are going to be listening to you and hearing you out for whatever it is. So I don't know if that gives you some clue as to what this could be, but I think that you are going to be that person, like the face of this, and there's just going to be a lot that you're going to impact because of this. So they're being very hush-hush about this, but there is so much light. I mean, you have the sun here, you have the sun card, then you have the flame here, like I said. So there's going to be a lot to celebrate about this. There's going to be a lot of light that you're going to put into this and into the world. Again, going back to your soul's path mission, which was my previous reading, if you haven't seen it, the one before this, I think. Keep your daydreams and your visions open, because there's a lot that's still going to come towards you, and it's going to surprise you, but it's going to delight you as well. So keep up the great work. You just have to go. Like it says, go. This is the Chariot card. So the only thing you can do here is just be patient and continue to develop your ideas while being a little bit flexible, because some of it, like I said, could surprise you. But you're already doing a wonderful job. You're putting so much heart and soul and passion into this thing. I just don't know when it's all going to erupt. They said erupt. Please be patient. It will be worth it. It's going to make a huge impact on the lives of the, whoever it is that you are, working with or sharing this with in any way. Okay. Final message for their life or their path. Thank you. So that's like very encouraging. The main goal of your life and your path was always to get into balance so that you can feel in command of your life and make the things happen that you know you want to make. So if you struggle with balance, or you know, kind of standing in your power, that would be the next thing to focus on in any way that you can. So probably you can start off by like just meditating, or, you know, really just creating a balance in your life and in yourself and in your lifestyle in general. And then everything else will come together very nicely. Okay, group 3, because that's what I'm seeing for you. Really, really strong messages here. I do hope that it made sense. I do hope that this was helpful. Again, if you want a personal reading, the link is below. But thank you guys so much, okay? And if you are new here, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the Moonstone. So let's get right into it. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, please. Moonstone, please and thank you. Main spirit guide, primary spirit guide. Can you please come through and give us your first message for group 4? Especially about their life in general, please. They said, we can feel how tired you are. I think they've been kind of trying to lean up against you and support you for the last like several months, maybe up until this year, and just like make it known that they're there, and like to just say, lean on us for a second. You can rest. You can take rest. You don't have to work so hard anymore. Just rest for a second. Now, in the near future, they may be providing you with some sort of gift or blessing that may kind of feel a little bit out of place. Some of you, it's just anything at all that's going to bring a smile to your face, give you some type of happiness. Others of you, specifically, it could be something of creative inspiration, because this is the Sun card and this is the Temperance card. Both of these, or whichever one comes through, it is something that was meant to be an important part of your life path anyway. So this is something that's going to fit. It's not going to be out of place in a sense that it's just going to go poof and then it's just going to not matter. It is going to matter. It's just going to seem a bit unexpected, but I think it's going to be very welcome. So what else, please? What do we need to know? Main spirit guide, what would you like to tell them about their life in general? So this is actually the Judgment card. We see here forgiveness. The Teacher is the Hierophant card. I feel in the near future, because actually this is really interesting. This looks like it's the same bedroom. I never noticed that before. I literally drew this deck, as you guys know, and I never thought of that ever. But it looks like that now. Maybe it's just from a different angle, right? So something is going on here in the near future. I'm getting the month of April, so that could just be a sign of the number 4, I guess. There could be something coming through within the next 4 weeks to 4 months, maybe even shorter for some of you guys. I feel a higher calling again. Like, I know you've had a lot of those, but there's another higher calling here, because another thing I'm noticing here is there's 2 musical instruments. There's the trumpet here, and then there's the violin here, and then you have the literal angel here. I don't know if you can see that, kind of like airy looking angel. Then we have the guide or the saint, and then we have 444. Something is going on here. So something is going to shift within the next like less than 4 months for you guys. It's probably going to be a total surprise again. I think it's just going to happen where you flat out did not expect a shift within your soul, but that's what I'm seeing. A shift within your soul. What a powerful, powerful statement. What is this all about, please? Well, it was a long time coming. I mean, I think that this is the maybe sense of security, safety, passion that you were desiring, and it is going to be delivered to you. There's really no reason for it. I just was curious why they gave that message like this. That's pretty much it. This was in your destiny. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. So this was in your destiny. Some of you, I don't know if you have seen little signs of like insect beings in the recent, that they do that to me a lot. My guides like to give bugs to me for some strange reason. And then I saw like a ladybug in the recent, and I also saw a cricket, and I haven't seen a cricket in years. And they showed that to me, and I thought it was funny. So yeah, You might get some strange signs, synchronicities soon, but that's just showing you that you're on the right path. The moment that you see that sign and you're like, okay, that was weird, then you're going to know that you're on the right path. That's the confirmation. They're not telling a ton of information here, but just be ready. This is a really big shift. Yeah. You're going to be really happy about the results. This is the Six of Wands, jumping for joy. Okay, having support, being recognized for your efforts, even being like praised in some way. I don't know if it's by people or by your guides or just it's a feeling, but this is good news. This will bring prosperity in terms of like the overall outcomes of this. So just keep going. That's all I can say. All right. If you want some more specific stuff, please check out my other videos and that could be some guidance there. Okay, main spirit guide, please. What do you have to say to them about their love life now? Okay, I think some of you, unfortunately, may feel trapped in some regard within your love life. I'm not sure if it's because of a situation you're in now, or it's more so like a mindset, or even some fears about the future. But this is the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. And it does show a lot of heaviness and pain and grief and anxiety and all kinds of things. That is probably just, the message there is probably just like free yourself. Now, you know, what's really interesting is, again, you're getting confirming cards here. Check out the similarities with the broken bottle and the cracked glass. So maybe they're indicating here that you or someone, like you feel like you or someone has broken something and it cannot be repaired, maybe? I mean, I don't know if that part's the case, but it does look like they're saying something has been broken, or, you know, maybe a loss or something. And oh, the obvious is that there's a spill on both. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, the milk has spilled and the juice has spilled and splattered in different directions. Yeah. But someone made a mistake. You see, someone tripped on the rug. They didn't really do it on purpose, I think. Not that that's to excuse anything or anyone, but like, yeah, there was a mistake that was made, but that doesn't mean it can't be, you know, fixed over time. Now, in the near future, I'm getting the number 3 because they did specifically say March, but I'm getting that as a 3, I'm assuming. There will be a change of course. You can see like the little lines there. There's going to be a change of course for you with regard to your love life or your thoughts about it or your just overall energy. Okay. Which is, I think, a good thing considering this. So don't worry. There will be success in this area of your life as well. You will have success within your love life or within, like, you know, even healing of your own heart space too. There will be very obvious success here at some point. It's hard to say when, but it really just depends on like the path that you're walking. So you are meant for something. Like in regards to your love life, there is something that's meant to happen in the highest good of everyone involved. I don't know what your choices will be in terms of aligning with that, but I don't think we can fight destiny. I have no idea. But there is something that's meant to come through. You still have free will, but I think it will be aligned with this anyway. There's something having to do with a written word or like a message or something like that that should be happening. Oh my God, chills. Chills. Eight of Wands. This is a card of communication. So perhaps they said something like something is going to be written, some message is going to come through, so they're talking about that. I do have a pick a card for who is coming your way. Honestly, group 4, I actually don't recommend to watch that because I think that this is an energy best discovered without even thinking about it. Because if we're expecting something, we might kind of interfere a little bit with this energy. The best approach, in my opinion, is to relax your energy. And this should come in exactly when it needs to. Okay. And there will be a new beginning, okay? I know that there was a lot of conflict in the past, and there still will be, you know, challenges and confusing situations coming through, but there's hope, and there is going to be a new beginning. So whatever it is that you were suffering through over here, yes, I say suffering, it won't always be there. Like, it will pass, and you will have a beautiful, bright new beginning in some way, okay? Final messages for love. there's still a lot that you're going to be having the freedom to figure out and to explore. Essentially, they're saying that you still have multiple opportunities, multiple paths that you could walk. So I would say try to figure out what you truly want, not within your mind, but within your soul, because only your soul will have the answer to that. If you think logically, you might start to feel trapped immediately. But if you think with your soul or the openness of your heart space, all of a sudden it makes sense and it just flows. But this has not been determined yet. This is still within the scope of your free will. So kind of work with yourself here. Final message. That's it. Work with yourself here. There is someone that sort of like belongs in your heart. I can't say more on that because it's unique to everybody, but this is something I feel that is destined, that you are meant to have that puzzle piece, that magnet that is going to fit with you. But that's all they're saying. So just trust the process, keep going, and try to just go with the flow of your guides. I know it's very mysterious and suspenseful, but that's how they ended it. Okay, like I said, I have other love readings, but we'll see. Finally, we have career. Okay, main spirit guide, please. What do they need to know about their career? Group 4, thank you. In terms of career, there is the one thing that you need for your, again, for your soul, for the happiness of your soul. But they're indicating that you may not have discovered that at all yet. And if you have, it's been kind of like one thing after another to kind of get in the way of that. Now, the reason for this is because it wasn't quite there yet in the alignment. The roundabout card is the death card. Something had to end before another thing could begin. You had to come in to a rebirth before this could take shape. Your soul has a certain resonance to it that probably wasn't maybe there in the beginning, but it will be. This is the death card and the star card. So what I'm seeing here, your soul either is or will be reborn. Okay. There's no rushing that. There's no questioning that. It's just allowing it. Okay. And for that reason, you can look forward to a new beginning, a new birth within the area of your career as well. So with this is the Sun card. To me, this is the happiest card in the deck. This is all that matters. I think another group got a similar message, but they got the Nine of Cups instead. But this is the Sun card. This is the gift. This is either the gift that you'll receive, the gift that you'll bring into the world. I have no idea what the career path is yet, but that's the part that is meant to be discovered. Now, I do recommend watching my old career paths or mission focused readings that I've had, just in case you need that. But there's really nothing to do here in terms of like action just yet, because your soul is taking its time to form this rebirth, and there's really no shortcuts or anything. It's just letting it happen, and it is happening. See, this is part of your destiny. Again, maybe you're stepping into your new, your new vessel or something like that. They said like your new skin, which I thought was kind of creepy, but like they're saying you're stepping into the new vessel. You're shedding the old skin. You're shining in a new light, or you will be. So I know it takes time. I know it feels like nothing is going on, but a lot is behind the scenes, and you will see that soon. Okay, there was a lot of darkness and shadow self that needed to be sort of dissolved or even ejected from your being. A lot of it was from past lives. A lot of it was from this life. A lot of, could have been like things, like traumatic things, and just like a bunch of shadow. But you are receiving the key soon, the key to opening up whatever it is that you need to open up within this path. So again, please have patience with them and yourself. For a little while, it's going to be confusing with the Moon card. You're not going to know which way you're going, but that's okay. Please take your guide's hand, so to speak, and just let them lead you through this, and you will get to the other side. Final message about career. See? 10 of Cups. This is the outcome. This is showing that you're going to figure it out, that they're going to lead you there, that you're going to find that, home for yourself, and therefore the blessing that all comes with it. So that is what I'm seeing as the overall picture. If you ever struggle with like the steps in between, that's a different story, you know, like take it one step at a time, really continue on your soul's path of discovery and of balance and healing and everything that you need to do for your growth. That is a guarantee. You're going to continue to do that. I don't think you'll ever give up on that, but at least we're seeing that, you know, where it's heading is a very positive place. Final message for them about life or career or anything. Yeah, just really look at it from the lens of you being a child again, like your imagination, your sense of trust and playfulness, you know, just really enjoying every step of the way of your creative and imaginative path, and just nurture yourself, like water your own sort of dreams or energy and your soul with this loving light. There's really nothing more to be said. They, you know, like I kind of get that vibe. So final advice. It's just kind of like it is what it is, but it's all unfolding as it's meant. So we're here for you. A lot of the groups got this message. We are here for you. We're providing you strength. This is the strength card. You know, lean on us, and you do not have to do this alone, because I think you guys are very independent, but it doesn't need to be so hard all the time. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. What a very powerful reading, quite interesting. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it resonated. If you guys want a personal reading, the info is below. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. But otherwise, thank you so much. Sending you many blessings, and I will see you in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.